Hello, my name is Dan Colgan, and I am the organist and music guy here at Gloria Dei Lutheran Church in Olympia, Washington. Welcome to week 12 of my devotions from the organ bench. Today is Saturday, June 6th, 2020. Today I would like to look at hymn number 841 in our ELW, Lift Every Voice and Sing. It's often known as the Black National Anthem. It was written and first performed in 1900. In 1905, Booker T. Washington endorsed it, and in 1919, it became the official song of the NAACP. This hymn, or anthem, is included in about 40 hymnals in America. It has been sung by numerous collegiate choirs, the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, as well as a great number of celebrities, including Stevie Wonder, Take Six, Anita Baker, Dionne Warwick, Beyonce, and many, many more. The text of this was written by James Johnson. He was born in Jacksonville, Florida, and studied at Atlanta University. He had an incredibly varied career. He toured New England and other areas of the East Coast as a singer, but he was also a newspaper editor, the founder of the Daily American, a self-educated lawyer who is the first African American admitted to the Florida bar. He additionally served as the United States consul to both Venezuela and Nicaragua. Beyond that, he was a poet, a professor of creative literature at Fisk University, director of the American Fund for Public Service, and secretary of the NAACP. His poetry and literary works were part of what is known as the Harlem Renaissance in African American art, literature, and music. He also wrote an autobiography toward the end of his life titled Along the Way. The text of this hymn was written as a result of a request from members of the Black community who wanted to honor Abraham Lincoln and the Emancipation Proclamation. On Lincoln's birthday, February 12, 1900, it was sung for the first time by a group of 500 Black schoolchildren. Of this text, hymn scholar Paul Westermeyer states that it's, and I quote, closer to high art poetry than to hymnic poetry, that celebrates liberty without neglecting the reality of the stony road and the blood of the slaughtered, end quote. The tune of this, also named Lift Every Voice and Sing, was written by Johnson's brother, John Rosamond Johnson. J. Rosamond grew up in Jacksonville with his brother. Then he went on to study at the New England Conservatory of Music and in London, England as well. He taught in Jacksonville, where he went on to supervise the music in the public schools there. He continued on to New York to pursue a career in show business. Over the course of his life, he wrote over 200 songs, many with his brother. The two of them, along with Bob Cole, were the first Black songwriters to sign a contract with a Tin Pan Alley publisher, where they performed vaudeville and on Broadway. His scores include those of Humpty Dumpty and The Red Moon. He later went on to take a role as the music director of Hammerstein's Grand Opera House in London. Regarding Lift Every Voice and Sing, it's a tune that was written intentionally for his brother's text. Horace Clarence Boyer states that, and I quote, "The tune of Lift Every Voice, with its celebratory air, is associated with the African American Jubilee spiritual, though it contains none of the characteristic melodic or rhythmic elements associated with that genre." This is a hymn that acknowledges the past, unabashedly stating the challenges therein, but also moves into the future with hope, steadfast hope, and prayers to God. Because this is such an important text, I'm going to read all 3 verses of it. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat, have not our weary feet come to the place for which our parents sighed? We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading the path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path, we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee, lest our hearts drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land. Just like in 1900, these are challenging, racially charged times. We must remember that there are things to learn from the past, both our very recent past and the past struggles of the Black community as well. While the evidence of continuing oppression are at the forefront of our minds yet again in today's world, let's not let the message of this hymn be lost, that there is indeed an end goal. There is hope in our world, and victory can be won. But we must remember that God is a part of all of this. It can be easy and tempting to forego our faith and what it teaches us, but we must remember to include it in our prayers, our actions, and in our Christian understanding and compassion that we have for the world today.